In 2018, I was admitted to my dream university. The moment you step onto campus, I thought it was the beginning of a new life for me. I didn't expect it to be the beginning of my nightmare. Due to the wrong statistics of the school admissions office, as a result, there are not enough dormitories for female students. So the school decided to randomly select a few people, go to an old dormitory building that has been abandoned for a long time, stay for a while. And here I am, the list of students who were selected. There are people in the dormitory in total. I was divided into 101 as 3 of them. Others are on 101. When I first entered the dormitory, I found that the dormitory had been cleaned. I was the second to arrive at the dormitory. This cleaning should have been done by the person who came before, but all I saw was his luggage. Didn't see him. Bedroom, go to bed and get off the table. There are 2 separate bathrooms outside the balcony. Because of the electrical damage in this building, the school has prepared a desk lamp for each of us. In general, except for walls and floors, there are old traces that cannot be brushed. The environment is still good. Hey, did you hear? The reason why this dormitory building was abandoned, because people have died here before. True or false? Don't see it, I'm afraid. 2 students outside the door are discussing something. He walked into the dormitory side by side. These are my roommates. First meeting, we introduced ourselves to each other. Short stature with glasses. The girl with a cute expression is called Zhang. Because of the youngest age, so we all call her Zhang. And the one next to Zhang is the oldest, looks more mature. We call her Sister Ma. What were you talking about? After the dad know each other, I asked about what they had just talked about. Yeah, I saw it on the school forum. I heard that there used to be several seniors in this building. Because of the school's unreasonable rules and regulations, cornered to death. Later, Sister Ma paused for a while. Then he continued to say with a gloomy face. Later, they were too resentful. The ghosts of the dead still linger here. For those new schoolgirls who move in, posed some weird rules. If you don't comply, we'll die like them. With an Zhang's scream, I was so scared that my heart skipped a beat. Sister Ma is timid, don't scare him. Zhang, don't listen to his nonsense. The reason why this dormitory building was abandoned is too far from the main campus. The school has built a new dormitory building on the main campus. This is abandoned. It's getting dark. Let's pack up first. After listening to me, Sister Ma smiled. Just kidding. Don't worry about it. After we pack up, it's completely dark. We switched on the lamp. And then I remembered. We are still 1 person away from the dormitory. Hey, what about that person? He was the first to come. But so far I haven't seen anyone else. I pointed to the empty bed and asked. Sam and Sister Ma shook their heads. Looking at the bed with only unpacked luggage, I felt a little uneasy inside. According to the name posted on the bed, his name is Xiao. Is the randomly assigned length of our dormitory. As the head of the room, he came first, cleaned up our dormitory. But where did he go? He hasn't come back yet. Remembering the ghost story that Sister Ma told just now, I suddenly felt a chill behind me. You see, could it be that he was taken away by those seniors? A familiar voice rang in my ears. Long time no see, Zhang. Horse, Sister Ma, you are not. I'm not dead, right? I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not dead. And if you want to get out of here alive, must listen to me. How is that possible? I clearly saw you then. Sister Ma suddenly said this sentence. It was not to the bone by those seniors. So you're more convinced that what happened that night was real, rather than the building imaging and collapsing. So you will also believe, if you don't listen to me, you will die, right? Hear this. I was silent for a long time, then slowly said yes. Sister Ma on the other end of the phone smiled. Sam was so scared that he almost cried, and said if you want to get out of here alive, please abide by the following rules. Rule 1. You will be placed in that old dormitory building. You can tell your roommates about the past of this dormitory building, but don't tell them what you've been through here. Rule 2. Among the bar people living in the old dormitory building, in the end there must be only one person alive, but not you. Rule 3. But say call. You can use any means at your disposal to make them suspicious of each other, but don't let them know you did it all. Rule 4. Don't try to find out the truth behind it. If the senior finds out, you will be trapped here forever. One last reminder. Although you are a ghost, but you don't have any privileges, so your survival is up to you. After seeing that, Sister Ma hung up the phone. Coco heard a knock on the door. After listening to these rules and what Sister Ma said, I can't help but stand up. I remember the first time I saw Sister Ma, what she said to us. It was all to create panic for us. So I took out my phone, and I opened up the school forum. Search for the article about the 4 seniors, posts that died due to school's unreasonable rules and regulations. That's when I realized, under that post, when I opened the door, I saw it and sweating all over. Not really. The one about how to survive in the old dormitory building. Review of the rules, and that made sense to me. It turns out that all this is done by Sister Ma. Previously, in order to learn about this school, I often visit school forums. At that time, I found that the function of this forum is not perfect. Comments under the post will not show the comment time. There is also a problem with the number of likes in the comments. Out of breath, just by modifying the date of the phone, you can like it repeatedly. Sister Ma is using this loophole. Publish that set of rules, then top the hot comment first by repeating the like. So after we saw that screenshot, no doubt, wonderful. In the end, only one person can survive, and that person is me. We even asked what happened, sort out all the hindsight. I thought about it for a long time. In the end I followed Sister Ma's example, put that set of rules that I can't forget. Comments went to that post, then get to the first place of the hot comment by repeating the like. Everything is ready. I was about to go to the old dormitory building, suddenly remembered something. Sister Ma at that time, we're stuck here, is to put this post and a screenshot of the comment for us to see. And it's not cut yet. What was her purpose in doing this? I'm thinking. Then a senior suddenly walked up to me, passed me a package. This is what Mr. Ma asked me to give you. After speaking, the senior left in a hurry. Then the phone receives the text message again. Sister Ma touched Ra's forehead. I survived because of you. It's a return of your favor. Don't say I didn't help you. Open the package. It's a strange device. There is an instruction manual inside. It says little signal jammer, and that made me realize it was in the dormitory. No signal is man-made. What do you mean? And the reason why Sister Ma did this, so that we don't doubt each other too much. And they hurt each other in the dorm. We all died together. The previous rules. can filter out the smartest people in the dorm. I will then follow the rules. Regulate the signal jammer via mobile phone. Let me find out for myself. In this way, no fever. He can borrow my hand. Remove the mold that doesn't exist in the dormitory. Complete the role that one person must survive. Really, I thought I found it all myself. I didn't expect it to be all in his calculations. And I just burst out laughing. Then I walked in a trance to the old dormitory building 102. Familiar number plate. I'm back again. I pushed his hand away and continued. In order to survive. Everyone else in the dormitory has arrived. We introduced ourselves to each other. Because I'm the oldest, more mature looking, so they all call me sister-in-law. After you come in here, have you ever gone out? We shook our heads. We've been packing since we came in. Never thought of going out. I was the first to arrive. After cleaning, I found that I had forgotten to buy some daily necessities. I thought about going out and buying it. This dormitory building is about 1 kilometer away from the main campus. It stands to reason. I can walk to the main campus store in about 10 minutes. But I walked for 2 hours. Can't get out of here. Hear this little Zen standing next to me. The body has started to tremble unconsciously. Table lamp dim light. It creates a weird atmosphere. I put my arm on his shoulder. Comfort Rozang. Don't listen to their nonsense. We have to believe in science. Then look at LN. LN, you can't go the wrong way, can you? There is nothing so evil in this world. I didn't explain much. Just say slowly. If you don't believe me, you can go out and try it yourself. I turned to look at Sister Ma. There's something wrong with her face too. Sister Ma, what's the matter with you? Say something. Sister Ma did not answer, and panicked. I took out my phone from my pocket. And he opens up a picture. It's a screenshot. It's from a post on a school forum. Actually, I didn't make up the story I just told you. The content of the main post in the screenshot is exactly what Sister Ma just said. There used to be a few seniors here, being forced to die due to the school's unreasonable rules and regulations. Then they turned into ghosts. Some weird rules in this dormitory building. The students who live here will die if they don't comply. In addition to that, there is still something that Sister Ma did not mention on the main post. It is said that those senior sisters were forced to die. The school put a lot of effort into it to suppress this matter. Originally, this dormitory building would also accommodate new students, but as more and more students died, the school just abandoned this building. And under this post, the comment with the most likes is everyone. Okay, my name is Yuanji. I can confirm that what the poster said is true, because I used to be a student living in the old dormitory building, and the only one. Those who survive from those seniors. If you live in that old dormitory building, please adhere to the following rules. Rule anytime. Don't let yourself be in the dark. Rule when there are multiple people in the bedroom, one is no longer human. He will put you in a difficult position. Find him as soon as possible. Rule 3. After 2 p.m., senior sister will check her sleep every 3 小时. Don't open the door. Don't make any sound. Don't answer anyone who asks you to. That's how they tempt you. After a period of time, they think you will leave when you fall asleep. Rule 4. If the senior has entered the dormitory, see what they want to hear. Increase your chances of survival. Rule: do not leave your bed after 12 p.m. No matter when. Rule: in addition to the specified time to check the bed, the seniors will also make surprise inspections. Be sure to close all doors and windows at night. The screenshot ends here. But there seems to be a seventh rule at the end of the screenshot. I quickly took out my mobile phone and opened the school forum to search, but then I realized that the phone had long lost its signal. Sister Ma, don't you have the remaining screenshots? Sister Ma shook her head in a trance. Seems to be intimidated by this strange rule. Fake is all fake. It must have been two people using this old dormitory building. Make up a story. Can't believe. I comfort myself like this, but suddenly, the loudspeaker on the door came from the sizzling sound. What was that? It's a broadcaster. How is that possible? Isn't the circuit in this place damaged? How can it ring? Woohoo! They're coming. After a long time the sizzling stopped. Then the voice of a female classmate came from the broadcaster. Welcome new students to the school dormitory. In order to provide students with a better environment, with a resting atmosphere, students, please abide by the following rules. Let's out in a dormitory at 9 p.m. After let's out, don't be checked. Senior will find that there is light in your dormitory. The bedtime for the second dormitory check is 9 p.m. Please be sure to open the door as soon as possible when checking your bed. Don't try to say nice things to please sister are sleeping. We treat all students equally. No one can be in bed during the fourth check. We need to learn to respect each other. To maintain air circulation in the bedroom, please open the balcony doors and windows at night. Every time you break the rule, the dormitory will be deducted 1 point. Deduct 10 points. Everyone in the dormitory will be evicted. After listening to the broadcast, we look at each other. The entire dormitory fell into silence. 9 p.m. bed check. And that alone, I find it very strange. Even though this school is strictly regulated, but how can you check your bed at 9 p.m.? I closed the balcony doors and windows, then break the deadlock first. This rule, contrary to the rules of commenting on that thread. Which one should we abide by? Didn't wait for them to answer. Suddenly a scream came from the next bedroom. Yo, with a scream next door. Sam also screamed in fear. I was about to open the door and go next door to ask what's going on, but was grabbed by Sister Ma. It's 9 o'clock. I turned on the phone. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I turned to look at the 4 lamps lit in the dormitory. And then he looked at her who was sitting in the chair without saying a word. Lights off. I suddenly said. There is a trace of exhaustion in his eyes. Turn off the lights, Anne. Are you serious? The rules say, you can't keep yourself in the dark. You want to get us killed. Sister Ma questioned Anne's words. And Anne immediately retorted. What kind of rules are you looking at? The radio didn't say kinking. Can't choo-choo emit light after the lights are turned off? Sister Ma pointed to the screenshot of the mobile phone and said, this person is the only one who has escaped from here. Shouldn't you believe it? The two are tense. I didn't know who to help for a while. Because of these 2 rules, I don't know which one to abide by. The screams next door continued until the sound stops. I knew it was our turn. Sister Ma and I are still arguing. At the last minute, I thought of a compromise. Can't fully follow the rules on the broadcast. The next door has suffered, not as good as us. Bring the lamp to bed. In this way, we will neither be discovered by the senior sister. I won't let myself be in the dark, because it's almost winter. We all brought thick quilts. So just cover your head and put on the quilt. There's no light coming through. Hear what I say. I am uncompromised. It seems that he is not very determined. I just want to choose a random rule to follow. Before going to bed, I specifically urge that no matter what movement is made outside, don't get out of bed, according to my plan. So the four of us grab the lamp, go to bed and cover up. All them is afraid, so cover up. Sleep in the same bed as me. Before Miss Chassin came over, I lifted the quilt and looked at the other three. Then I found that their aunt's quilt was not covered properly. There was a light, and the bright light is facing the bedroom door. Just when I tried to remind him, footsteps outside the door. Open the door and check the bed. See as no one makes a sound. They knocked on the door harder and harder. Every tap, and my heart would beat, because I don't know, can the old wooden door hold up? After about 10 分钟 use, the voice of the senior sister outside the door became more and more sharp. Suddenly the sound stopped abruptly. I thought they were gone. The next second, voices outside the door become much more gentle and familiar. China on, Margie, Sam Channing, Xiaomei. Are you in there? I am your counselor. Teacher Chen, please open the door. Counselor, what is he doing here at this time? Don't answer anyone who asks you to. That's how they tempt you. No, he's not a counselor. While thinking, the little Zen next to me is already around the corner. I quickly had him down. A Zen's whimper came in his ears. I immediately put my hand under his bed, cover his mouth. Sister Ma and her aunt are still stable. No movement was made. That's all. The noise outside the door continued for 20 分钟 before it stopped. They're finally gone. The weather in September. We spent half an hour in bed. Sweat has already soaked the sheet. The moment I came out of bed, suddenly enlightened. And then the radio announces again. This sleep check is over. Room 101 for serious violation of rules. All staff have been expelled. Our points will be deducted for Dormitory 102. Room 101 as evicted. That means they're all dead. This news makes me unable to accept it for a while, because I just said hello to them. And now it's gone. I held back my excitement. Didn't make a sound. Now I have another problem to worry about. Our points and the point are deducted because the door is not open. The other point is that I suddenly remembered the second rule of that comment on the post. Rule R. When there are multiple people in the bedroom, one is no longer human. I've been thinking about the lies just now, so I didn't really care. Now think about that. Could it be that there is a ghost among us? Yes, it must be so. There are 2.5 hours until the next sleep check. I propose that we all get out of bed and sit around a lamp. After all, this lamp doesn't have enough power to last a night. Furthermore, my first suspect was Emma. Almost had the same idea as me, and they look at him with suspicion. Why are you looking at me? I was suddenly a little flustered by us. You don't think I'm the mole, do you? Who else but you? All three of us were together before, only you go back to the dormitory when it's dark. Anne, I don't want to doubt you either, but just now I saw your quilt shining through. You deducted the point facing the door. No, do you really believe in that rule? What if someone made it up? Set us primordial light. Okay. Even if it's because of the points I deducted, does that mean I'm a mole? Couldn't I have been careless? And if I were the mole, it's no easier to go directly to the door than to deduct one point at a time. I spoke in a hurry. It deepened my suspicion of him, but there's some truth to what he said. If you really want to hurt our inner ghost, why don't you just open the door? Channel her on. You don't need to quibble. Now all the evidence points to you. Why don't you just open the door? There must be a reason. And this reason, we don't want to know. Won't know. Sister Ma's eyes are vary from when she speaks. It seems to be certain that Anne is the ghost. Sister Ma suddenly stood up. Go to Anne. The huge black shadow enveloped her in the darkness. Are you going to go by yourself? Or we help you? As soon as this sentence comes out, Anne looked at me and Zan with asked for help. Zan has been frightened into a trance. Staring at the desk lamp in a daze, I was afraid to look at him. Just bow your head, okay? You don't believe me, do you? I go. After seeing this, I opened the door and left the dormitory, until I heard the slamming of the door. I slowly raised my head. Is that really him? I couldn't help but think this thought came to my mind. I don't know. I can only pray in my heart that it is him. After a long silence, suddenly I felt a voice coming from behind me. A cool breeze. Wait, why is there wind? The windows are clearly closed. It stands to reason that there should not be. Before I finished thinking about it, Zhang, who was sitting next to me, suddenly looked behind me, showed a terrified expression, and I looked around. I saw that the balcony curtains were opened at some point. A few girls in red tracksuits, standing outside the balcony. There is no expression on the pale face, just looking at us. Presumably these are the seniors who died tragically. In addition to the scheduled sleep check, the seniors will also make surprise inspections. Be sure to close all doors and windows at night. Is this the bad rate that the comment was about? Don't look at them. Sister Ma lowered her head and whispered to me. But the next second, Zhang's screams instantly resounded throughout the dormitory building. Sister Ma and I immediately went forward to hold him down. But it's too late. The senior who heard the voice immediately grinned. He laughed eerily. That smile hits my heart. The body feels weak for a while. Even Sister Ma, who has always been calm, his body also began to tremble slightly. Don't look at them, Sister Ma reminded again. But I only glanced at it. It has become a lingering shadow of me. Those seniors began to pat the glass windows excitedly. I looked at Sister Ma, wondering what she would do. At this moment, he is just playing with his mobile phone with his head down. Don't look at those seniors. No. Zhang, who was held by us, has passed out. Sister Ma, think of a way. The senior outside the balcony is still knocking on the doors and windows. I anxiously shook the rocking horse sister with my hand, and she just slowly replied, Don't listen, don't look. Doors and windows open outward. They can't get in by knocking like this. Sister Ma said so. My nervous heart was relieved a lot. Yes, the doors and windows are all open. How could they have gotten in? I close my eyes and cover. These things is safe. But suddenly, I faintly feel something brush in front of me. I slowly opened my eyes. I saw a white and strange, smiling face in front of me. This is just as I was about to call out. A hand covers my mouth. It's Sister Ma. I put my eyes on him. He gave me a harsh gesture. Then, the senior in front of me actually passed through my body. then look left and right. They seem to be looking for something. They can't see us. Don't let yourself be in the dark at any time. That's what the rule means. I don't know how long it has been. Those seniors didn't find us. He left through the dormitory door. And this time, well Zhang, who fainted on the ground, also woke up. Oh Zhang, don't be afraid. They already left. I comforted Zhang. Take out your phone to check the time. It's been 2 hours since the last sleep check. It's time to check your bedtime in another hour. What will happen next time you have a sleep check? While I was thinking about how to get through the sleep check safely, blink of an eye, I actually saw the upper right corner of the phone screen. There is a signal. I'm going to call the wrong one. You have to read the rule command first. Forget the rest of the rules. I opened the school forum. Found that post. I just clicked on the mobile phone signal and it became unserved again. Fortunately, that command just happened to be loaded. Just when I wanted to tell Sister Ma the good news. The 7th rule of commenting. Let me get rid of the idea. Rule 7. When the mole in the dormitory is expelled, everything will go back to normal. Everything will go back to normal. What do you mean? Could it be that when the inner ghost is expelled, those dead seniors will never appear again, and we can walk out of this dormitory? So far it seems that this is the only way. But those seniors just raided the bedtime. It has left. Yeah. Could it be that Roanne is not a ghost? Realme, what are you looking at? Sister Ma is staring at me. Suddenly asked. I turned off the screen of my phone, trembling back. Nothing, just thinking about something. If Roanne is not a ghost, that means the mole is still among us. I'm sure not. That can only be Zhang or Sister Ma. I looked up at Sister Ma. She at this moment, he is playing a small game on his mobile phone leisurely. There was no sign of fear on his face. In contrast, Zhang, and my body is shaking because of what just happened. A normal person encounters this kind of thing. How can you not be afraid? Recall Sister Ma's aggressive posture just now. I can't help but suspect that this insider is Sister Ma. But Sister Ma is tall. With the strength of Zhang and I will definitely be unable to take her. So what do we do? I was scratching my head trying to figure out a way. Unknowingly, time is approaching 0. After 11 p.m., don't leave the bed, no matter when. We went to bed early. Zhang is afraid. I'll choose to sleep in the same bed with me. At exactly 1 o'clock, there was a knock on the door from the senior sister on time. Same as last time, no matter what movement. We didn't open the door either, and keep yourself in a closed bed, lamp on. After about half an hour, after the senior outside the door left, we can finally get out of bed and breathe. Then the radio went on again. This sleep check is over. Some points will be deducted for dormitory 102. Some points anti-point because the door was not opened. What are the other points deducted for? The three of us look at each other. I didn't know what was going on. Without opening the door, the rules on the radio only have the first 2 deduction items. Sister Ma's bed is right next to mine. She came to my bed, asked why the points are deducted. I shook my head. Violating both rules, only our points will be deducted. I don't know the other one either. At this point, the electricity of a desk lamp has run out. Can't leave the bed. We had to turn on another lamp. Sitting around the bed, I sat side by side with Zhang. Sister Ma is sitting across the bed. I looked down and thought. Then I remembered the rule in that comment. It doesn't seem to be finished yet. I turned on my phone, turned the brightness to the darkest, while Sister Ma is playing a game. Sam is crying. I peek at the rest of the rules. Rule bar: if a mole breaks the rules, the dormitory point will be deducted an extra point at the end. Yes, sure enough, the inner ghost is not an. That can only be me. Look at Sister Ma opposite. Remember when I was expelled just now? The look on my face for help. I'm really sorry, Anne. But now it's irreversible. What is the purpose of the inner ghost? Why not take us all in one go? But to torture us slowly? I don't know. Here we go. What reason will Sister Ma find to expel us? Thinking of this, Sister Ma suddenly raised her head, looking at me with weird eyes. Then say sorry. I play games when I'm nervous. Forget we're not out of danger yet. Who would believe it? How can anyone still play the game calmly in this situation? Sister Ma, do you have any good ideas? I didn't click it directly, but asked carefully. Sister Ma thought for a while, said now it seems we can only follow the rules first. Under the light, those seniors can't see us. The next sleep check is at 7 o'clock. As long as you get through the next sleep check, wait until dawn. Maybe we can go. But can you get out of the confines of this dormitory building? That's another story. Sister Ma is right. Want to really end? We have to find out the inner ghost. Otherwise, as Anne said just now, I can't get out of here. I turned to look at Elzan. At this moment, he had already dried his tears. The body doesn't even have the strength to shake. Time goes by minute. I think about it all the time. How to get the mole out. But we're in bed now. It's almost impossible to get out of bed, because just now he also said to follow the rules. I don't know how long it has been. I glanced at my phone. It's almost 7 o'clock. Last sleep check. Just as we were about to get back into bed, the door to the dormitory was opened with a creak. The gate is behind me, and I turned around in a panic. I saw the 4 seniors in red tracksuits has entered the dormitory. How could this be? We were both in bed. Who opened the door for them? I looked back at Sister Ma. Her expression was as shocked as mine. That's him. Sister Ma seems to have seen something. I looked back again. I saw another person behind the 4 seniors. Anne doesn't look like a person anymore. What about her or Anne? Sister Ma gave me a harsh gesture. To prevent her Elzan from screaming in fear, I quickly covered him in the quilt and tell him to be quiet. I remember now, Anne is the mayor. He has the bedroom key in his hand, if I'm not mistaken. I hid for a while after leaving the dormitory, but it was still inevitable to be caught by the senior who checked the bed. In the end he became me too. Did not think anymore. Now what we should consider is whether to get out of bed. What about the people in this dormitory? A senior who looked up suddenly asked. It seems that under the light, they really can't see us. If you don't get out of bed, maybe we can really get through this sleep check. Can be seen from the periphery. I see. Anne raised his hand and pointed to the bed where we were. Anne, my soft whisper was noticed by the senior sister. They found something wrong with us here. The body floats up from the ground. Eyes come to us. Just at this time, the lamp on the bed suddenly went out. It's out of power. I've been thinking about it just now. How to kick an insider out of the bedroom. Forgot how long to use this lamp, damn it. It's over. In the dark. I saw 4 seniors with red eyes. Didn't wait for me to turn on another lamp. And they shouted in shrill voices during bedtime. No one in bed. Don't you know? 102all personnel in the dormitory have no respect. All seniors see things go wrong. I immediately shouted interrupt. Suddenly all eyes were on me. But what should I say next? Sister, we were actually studying just now. God, how could I come up with such a lie? Never mind. Keep making it up. Study too seriously. So I didn't notice you came in. After seeing this, I was ready to be expelled, but the senior slowly floated out of bed. Suddenly there is no movement. They keep their heads down. It seems to be recalling something. Did it work? Take advantage of this opportunity. I took pictures of Sister Ma and Roseanne. Motioned them out of bed. Sister Ma looked straight at me, seems shocked by my behavior just now. The next moment he gave me the thumbs up. Gratitude in the eyes. Wait until we come under the bed one after another. Those seniors raised their heads one after another. The senior who looked up said that if so, we'll let you go this time. But points are still routinely deducted, and then they left. I also followed them. As the door slammed shut, I stood there, with a confused face. This is the end. I'm not done yet. Suddenly, a dark wind blew from behind. And I realized something. Immediately got a desk lamp from the bed and lighted it up. Looking back, sure enough, the senior who just left with the front foot. The back foot came from the balcony to surprise the bed again. The light shines on my sister Roseanne and the other 3. As long as there is light, senior can't see us. And then I had a bold idea. The seniors are slowly approaching, searching for something as before. Said it was a bad raid. In fact, after checking the bed, they don't deduct our points according to the rules. They burst into our dormitory, looking for us everywhere with hungry eyes. It means that this surprise sleep check is not for sleep check, but to find food. As they approach us, when ready to pass through our bodies, I slowly stretch out a hand, twist the lamp towards me and Roseanne at the same time. Cover the light scattered on Sister Ma with your hands. That moment, I only saw Sister Ma's frightened eyes. Didn't wait for her to react. He was thrown to the ground by the wolf-like senior sister, shredded to pieces, and all I can do is cover Roseanne's mouth. Don't let him make a sound. After a long time, the seniors gnawed Sister Ma into a skeleton. He laughed angrily, just when I thought it was all coming to an end. The voices of those seniors came over the radio again. This sleep check is over. So points will be deducted for dormitory using R. So points out of rules. We violated sir. No, it's son. If the inner ghost is violated, an extra point will be deducted in the end. According to this, plus the points deducted before, we only have 1 point left to deduct now. But that's not what I'm most concerned about right now. But why it's not over yet? Is Sister Ma not an insider? Doesn't that mean I killed another living person? I collapsed into my chair. At this time, Xiao Zhang, who had never said a few words from beginning to end, suddenly speak. May, are you the mole? Hear this. I stared at her Zhang with wide eyes. It's just the 2 of us now. I never doubted him. I didn't expect him to identify me first. I'm not Zhang watching me slowly back. Who else but you? You killed Anne. At first, I thought you were the most reliable. That's why I slept with you. I didn't expect it. I just killed Sister Ma. Because I thought she was the mole. Who knows? Stop pretending to be Jean-May. Those seniors just now are studying because you said, when I let you go. I think you have a problem. I didn't expect you to kill Sister Ma in the next second. Listen to me explain. Didn't wait for me to finish. Immediately interrupted. It was you who said that I was a ghost at the beginning. Then it was you who killed Sister Ma. Is it my turn now? What are you going to do to kill me? Has no desk lamp in his hand. He stepped back towards the door, retreating to darkness. I wanted to get closer to him, but was stopped. Don't step back anymore. Have you forgotten how Sister Ma died? How did you die? Killed by you. I can't explain anymore. I can only watch helplessly as Sam opens the door out of the dormitory. Then the 4 seniors appeared again, devouring Zhang. I quickly closed the door. The moment Zhang died, I heard his curse on me. I curse you to death. Never want to live here. After Zhang died, I sat weakly on the stool. Now I'm the only one left. I don't know how long it has been. The last lamp in the bedroom goes out. I thought I would be like Sister Ma Zhang, when eaten by a senior, only to find that nothing happened. Nothing happened. That means it's over. I suddenly sat up. Why did it end? Is Zhang an insider? But if he's the mole, why did you escape to death instead of killing me? Countless questions fermented in my heart. I messed up. The sky is getting brighter. Sleepless night. The moment when the body is relaxed. I passed out. I was unconscious for 7 days. Woke up in a hospital bed. My mom told me about the news report. Reports say the dormitory building is aging, already on the brink of collapse. The night it collapsed, we just moved in. Everyone else is dead. Only I survived. Are they really all dead? I asked my mother. Yes. Got a positive answer. I slumped limply on the head of the bed. It's not that I don't believe they're dead, but not believing that everything that night was fake. I can clearly remember everything that happened that night. Now tell me. It was just the dream after I was knocked unconscious by the collapsed building. How is that possible? How is that possible? I tore the sheets frantically with my fingernails, until the fingernails came off my hands. Blood will be that red. My mom thought I was crazy. Call a doctor. And for a long time afterwards, I was hospitalized for psychiatric treatment. Because I could never get out of that dorm room. It's like I'm trapped there. Every night I dream and even recreate everything that night. Years have passed in a flash. I finally got rid of the shadow of that night. These years, relying on the compensation given by the school, not in my family, because I'm done. Years of isolation. My thinking has long been out of touch with society. So the first thing after leaving the hospital, decided to go back to college. I'm back again. The university I once dreamed of. The reason for coming back is, other eligible universities refused to accept students of my age. Only this university, because of what happened that year, make an exception to accept me. Before entering school, sitting on the bus, I looked up the history of this school. September 2018. Due to the aging of the old dormitory building, causing a sudden collapse at night, 2 students and the people died in the dormitory building. One person was injured and unconscious. News content see this, and I frown. Gee, students. That's impossible. I remember there were 8 people living there. Entered the dormitory building, divided into 2 bedrooms. Room 101 had I got to the dormitory building, and he said hello to them. There were 4 of them. Yes, in that case, I'm gonna keep reading that story. Only my name's Jean and Alzheimer in the report. Sister Ma, I looked up. The bus is heading towards the familiar school gate. An uneasy feeling came over me. Parking, parking. Driver parking. I suddenly shouted. Let a busload of students look at me, and the driver hit the brakes because of my yelling. But the car has already driven into the campus. What is it called? It was going to stop here. I got out of the car with the students in the car. I didn't notice anything strange. But when I turn on my phone, and the story I just read is gone. Browsing history search, no matter how I looked, I couldn't find it. Impossible, impossible. I looked up at a building in the distance. That's the school dormitory. Didn't the building collapse? How could this be? A voice in my heart told me, just get out of here and you'll be fine. I walked slowly towards the school gate. There was a ding on the phone. Received a text message, and that text stopped me. Walk out of school. You will die. See this sentence. My body started shaking. A familiar sense of dread. Look carefully at the number sent by this text message. Yeah, well, after a little brainstorming, I remember now. That's the phone number of my new counselor, Mr. Ma. Wait, Mr. Ma. Didn't wait for me to think. A call from Mr. Ma came. After connecting,